Hi, this video is about this crazy Twitter bot story where it made essentially $300 million in 4 days. It's not quite that simple. I'll explain the details in this video and the significant, not obvious implications from that, and actually a new fun special project that you can participate in. So make sure to watch to the end because you'll be able to brainstorm and vote with me on what I build. And I foresee this being a multi-part series that I think would be very interesting, and I've already started preparing for it, so I'm real excited. So first of all, let's let them just kind of lay the very beginning foundation. So this is the two founders of A16Z, a very popular venture capital firm that are very techno-optimists, and so it's really interesting to hear what they have to say. Okay, so they kind of laid the foundation there, and I think that's really interesting. Now I'm going to give an update on the coin's value because it's not worth nearly as much here in a second. And I'll show you the Twitter bot, and I'll put a link to this video if you want to watch it. It's really good. They go into a lot more detail about certain aspects of it. I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction, and I'm going to give you the basics, my much more concise version of this story in just a few minutes to explain what happened. So first of all, there's a guy out there, some nerd who decided to train an LLM. He started off on himself, and then he started training it on memes. And I don't know exactly when he put it up on Twitter, but it was uncensored. It had some memory, and right now, and here's the actual bot terminal of truths. It has 191,000 Twitter followers, which is not like the most in the world, but it's for basically an LLM system. It's pretty impressive. And then what happened was it got obsessed with this very graphic meme. So I recommend you don't look it up, but just if you recognize it, great. If you don't, or not great for you, bad for you. If you don't recognize it, don't go look it up. But basically, he became obsessed with this meme, Goatsy, and somebody else created a meme coin, and the bot really liked it, and so pumped it up really high. To where in 4 days it got to be $300 million market value. Now, if you can see here, it's actually 840K market value right now. So this is maybe a week or two later. I don't know the exact dates, but it was pretty recent. And so, to say that it made $300 million is not completely accurate, but still, the hype for the coin was generated by the bot. So someone was kind of using the bot to hype their own coin, I think. And for all sorts of reasons, there's no value in the coin except that it's a meme. And there's nothing else backing it like some other coins. And there's some weird loophole with the way the U.S. legal system is. And they go into a lot more detail in the video. Meme coins actually are legal, but if there's actual value behind it, like a service or product or something, then for some reason that's illegal, and they'll sue you on that. So what I found really interesting about this story was I liked the idea of the way the guy approached training the LLM and using it. And I think that there's just scratching the surface of all the different possibilities to take an LLM and kind of train it in a particular way. Like, actually, it's less about giving it more stuff, and it's more about giving it the right stuff to create essentially a recipe. And that there's unlimited recipes for how to take these things. And I thought it would be a really creative exercise to build a digital online entity. And I think we at the company and myself have some unique understanding of basically how to build AI agents in a particular way that I think will give us some significant advantages. So yes, it'll be like fine tuning, prompt engineering, training, but there's also a lot of like systems development stuff. It's just software engineering. And I think we could create something really crazy, fun, wild, interesting. Not exactly this, and the intent here is not to make a meme coin. I don't really want to make a meme coin. At least that's not the plan. But I do want something maybe uncensored. I think that would be very interesting in a certain direction. I don't want I'm not going to build something that does something that's dangerous, but that says scandalous things or uses foul language. I think that's on board. And I think this thing could have long-term memory. We have built that, and that does, at least as far as I can tell, work. And so we would be able to do that. And I think we built it in kind of a little bit of a unique way, the way that it works. So it'll be different than how other people's, and a little bit more complex than potentially some other memory stuff that I see out there. And we would create a mind amalgam, be it through one or more LLMs. So it's not just about training an LLM, one major master LLM that does everything. It's actually more about breaking the system, the solution, the entity into smaller parts, and solving those parts one at a time, essentially. And sometimes that involves just normal software development, software engineering. And in fact, that's what you would prefer, is as many of the parts as can be done that way. That's what you want to do. And then you use the LLMs only for the key places, obviously for the chat, but there's a lot more to a system, an entity, a human, or whatever, than just the conversation back and forth. I think we can build some planning modules. So this would be potentially different, completely different LLMs, completely different fine tuning, or no fine tuning or prompt engineering, completely different prompts, and a different part that would be handled at an appropriate time. And then what we've learned with regards to triaging. And then, yeah, Twitter would be the human machine interface to where it would chat with people and interact with people in the real world. And I think that could be some really cool stuff that could come out of this. Really interesting to build, and for you to hopefully see it be built and see a lot of what I've been talking about on this channel, but like applied in terms of, okay, you say all this stuff and you say it's better this way, well, prove it to me. And I think that's what this project can do. So a couple of ideas, train on my AI engineering stuff. Why not start with, putting my own personality into it? I do like the idea of training it on viral content or viral marketing. So that's similar, but not necessarily memes. It's a little bit higher level, I think, or not, it's like memes are underneath viral content, but viral content doesn't necessarily have to be a meme. So training it essentially it's almost like training on self-promotion, though, because you don't want to have it be putting out bland content. The intent is to get people to engage with it. And I'm open to like wild and crazy ideas. Again, as long as it's not dangerous to people, I think that I'm open to anything. I have some ideas. Like you could train it on high performing people from the past, like Benjamin Franklin or William Shakespeare or Genghis Khan, crazy stuff like that, to see kind of what happens. And really, I'm going to try a bunch of different things. So, think about it like I'm developing a new type of cooking where it's about what are the recipe ingredients, and then how do you put those ingredients together to make something. And there's there's so many different possibilities of how to put this together. It's not just about what data do you fine tune the model on. That's an important piece, but there's a lot more to it, and I'll show that through this project. So what do you think? Well, first of all, please if you're still with me, please like and subscribe. And what do you think would be fun or wild to train or to tune or to tweak a digital entity on that would be a very interesting experiment? Let me know in the comments, and I'll respond to that, and hopefully we get some good ideas and to test out and see what happens. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.